I've seen this. I want to put here's Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. They're mad that Shedeur didn't get a game ball.
That man couldn't flip Shedeur football, Ocho.
You know the man wasn't flipping him no football, you know the man. That is not the individual that they want at the helm. They made that clear a long time ago. The game that they've been playing in training camp, him not getting reps, we understand that. So therefore, you actually wanting him to give him credit after a game, that ain't happening. So to me, it's not surprising to me because okay, we already know what it is. We know you're not our guy. I think Shedeur even knows that as well. He's not tripping. I'm going to prepare myself so when the opportunity presents itself, the end result looks like today. The most important stat, that W. That's all that matters. On the next week. I'll see you Wednesday.
Ocho, you and I have both been in situations. And Charlotte, I know y'all probably the last guy that y'all want to hear dating advice from, but we've all had the young lady. Ocho, she was gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, come on, wait, take your time. Come on.
I wanted her so bad.
Yes.
But when it didn't work out, I realized the other one, she was the best for me, and I needed to give her credit. Because the one that I wanted,
right,
it didn't work out. I understand Stefanski won't Dylan Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to understand, the guy now is the best for you.
This is Kevin Stefanski does not want Dylan Gabriel. Kevin Stefanski is not Stevie Wonder. He has eyes. He's got a midget quarterback who's no good, who can't throw the ball downfield. And so he knows how easy it is to get rid of Dylan Gabriel. He knows that Dylan Gabriel won't cost him his job. Shedeur Sanders will because of the Brown-Knows-Ers. Because Kevin Stefanski is not, we got Cam Newton taping videos talking about, well, he ain't coached enough quarterbacks of culture. He hasn't coached enough black quarterbacks. He still might be racist. He's got Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, Shady McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, RG3 playing the race card on him, and that will take on a life of its own. Time you throw in Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark and the people at ESPN, he fears Shedeur Sanders, and he should. Because Shedeur Sanders is black Tim Tebow. And the hypocrisy of the people who hated Tim Tebow, who are now doing the exact same thing as the people that love Tim Tebow. There were people like me that when Tim Tebow was out there, and God bless his soul, I really liked Tim Tebow. But everybody with a brain could see like, hey man, he's not good enough for all the drama that he causes. And so there were those of us out there like, hey man, this isn't worth it. He's not that good of a quarterback. There's all this drama and this out of control fan base that comes along with him. It's not worth the drama. Shedeur is black Tim Tebow. But all the black people that criticize the Tebow supporters, now they're doing the exact same thing as the Tebow supporters as it relates to Shedeur Sanders. This is a 5th round pick that threw a nice long ball yesterday. I saw somewhere someone said, man, I wish I could remember who said this, but it's like, I think it was Myles Garrett said, there's only a handful of quarterbacks who could make that throw. And I was like, Myles, I know you sacked the quarterback and you're always in the backfield and maybe you can't see what happens downfield. But as nice as the throw was that Shedeur made, that happens every weekend in the NFL. 2 or 3 times a weekend. At least once a weekend. It's a nice throw. But a quarterback running out of the pocket and seeing a wide receiver open downfield and launching the ball downfield and hitting him while the quarterback's on the run. Patrick Mahomes does that 12 times a year. Virtually every quarterback has one of those throws if they get enough snaps. Happens every weekend in the NFL. But this is what Kevin Stefanski is afraid of and trying to avoid. That this fifth string quarterback with this daddy who's out of control can get Kevin Stefanski fired. And so he doesn't want this fool's gold, which is what Shedeur Sanders is, to take on a life of its own. He's seen quarterbacks, black and white, get hot for a hot minute. But nothing is sustainable. What do you think the talent difference is between Shedeur and Cam Newton? It's mammoth. Cam Newton, because of the personality quirks that he wanted to bring to the quarterback position, anyone with a brain could see, and I was saying it in real time, that's not sustainable. And it wasn't. And by age 32, 33, Cam Newton completely out of the National Football League with plenty of talent. One great season. 1 year where he took his team to the Super Bowl, won the MVP. Done at age 32. Done. Cam Newton's 36 years old right now. Tom Brady played until he was 42, 43 years old. Aaron Rodgers is out there playing now. Cam Newton is 36 and out of the league. Not sustainable. And anybody that sits here and says like, hey, Shedeur, you need to embrace things that are sustainable, things that help build a culture that's consistent with good leadership. Because I know many of you don't want to admit and acknowledge this, but the things Deion preaches, they're not consistent with sustainable winning culture. That's why Deion, in the era of transfer portal where you can fix up a team overnight, 4-8, 9-4, headed to 3-9 this year. You know what 4-8, 9-4, and 3-9 will get you in the NFL? Fired. Let's play RG3, another Brown-Knows-Ers. Here he is with his Shedeur Sanders take.
Shedeur Sanders should be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns for the rest of the season. He just won his first NFL start against the Las Vegas Raiders, and I've been trying to tell y'all that he's the quarterback they've been needing since day one. This team played with more energy, more excitement, and more purpose than they have all season long. Defensively, 10 sacks on Geno Smith. Myles Garrett had 3 by himself. And you could see them reacting on the sideline, just how excited they were with all of Shedeur Sanders' off-schedule plays. Now, why should he be the starter? It's because of his ability to make the extended play. Yes, his first touchdown pass came off of a screen pass. And hey, that's every quarterback's dream. I'm going to just dump it off to the running back, allow him to go 66 yards out the gate, but those count too. Now, he did have a bad interception, but he rebounded nicely after it. And I just love the way that he is in tune with not only his teammates, the sideline, but the fan base is absolutely craving more and more Shedeur Sanders because he is built for this. The championship pedigree that his father Deion Sanders instilled into him shows up every single time this young man is in front of a mic and every single time he plays in between those white lines. Shedeur Sanders is the quarterback that the Cleveland Browns have been looking for. Trust your gut. Go with him.
So that's a professional take from RG3 that a head coach should, hey, just trust your gut. Don't you see, the fan base really gets ignited. This is who the fan base wants. You want an organization to make decisions based off of that. The whole mentality, it's not sustainable. All the Brown-Knows-Ers, you're raising your hand and running out into the street and saying, hey, don't take me seriously. The things that I'm arguing aren't based in history, logic, data, success principles that have proven over time that they work. It's all things we're just making up in real time. Let's install a rapper as our franchise quarterback. Anthony Richardson made a clown of himself trying to be some rapper, and the Colts moved on from him very quickly. Shedeur, another one of these clown rapper / quarterbacks. It doesn't work. Show me where it has. Oh, well, this is new and we're taking over and things are changing and this is the way things are going to be. We're going to make the NFL just like the NBA. Not sustainable. And I see that in your mind, well, look, Jason, it is becoming more and more like the NBA. And the NFL's brand keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and they're having to use more and more gimmicks to prop up and create the perception that the NFL is just like what it used to be. It's not. And yes, have we filled up America with more and more people and the ratings look enormous and blah, blah, but it's not. The NFL is not what it used to be. And the more they go down this lane, this road, everybody can see how garbage the quarterback play is. People are afraid to talk about it and how much they've dumbed down the position and why you look up every weekend. Again, the guy went 11 for 20 for 209 yards, and we're acting like he threw for 400 yards and he's Dan Marino. He's not.